I think we can all agree that 2020 was terrible, but now that the COVID-19 vaccines are here, tons of people are looking to make up for lost time by visiting the happiest place on earth, Disneyland. The California theme park is set to reopen April 30th, but with some new COVID safety guidelines in place. And several viral posts online have claimed that one guideline in place for all California theme parks is a ban on screaming. Take a look at this YouTube video.
What are you going to do with children, man? Like, what are you going to do with people that just, how dull is that going to be when you can't, like, get into it? Like, screaming and laughing out loud and all that stuff is part of the ride. Like, that's part of it. That's just like, you know, you go and it's like, whoa, and then whoa, and now you got the governor and everything coming out there like, you guys can open up, but no screaming on the rides.
Hey everyone, it's Lauren, and welcome back to Is This Legit, where we debunk viral YouTube videos, plus throw in some digital media literacy skills. So, a ban on screaming sounds pretty wild. I mean, how can you not when you're being twisted around 200 feet in the air? But have the days of screaming to your heart's content really come to an end? It's time to find out. Is this legit? Before we start, I want to stress the importance of evidence. Basically, any proof that what the person is saying is legit. So like links to articles or studies that back up their claim. And in this video, the YouTuber includes a screenshot of an article headline. So while we do have some evidence, which is good, we only have the headline, not the full article. So there could be some missing context. And this is a skill we've stressed before in this series, but it definitely bears repeating. Read past the headline. If you don't, chances are you're probably missing some important details. Okay, our first task is to find this article and read it for ourselves. This article came from the Orange County Register, a daily newspaper in California. And according to the article, the California Attraction and Parks Association, also known as CAPA, put out a responsible reopening plan. The plan outlines steps amusement parks can take to meet the state's reopening criteria and addresses the need to limit shouting on rides and attractions. But scrolling further down the article, I found this statement from CAPA's executive director. They said, California's amusement parks are excited to responsibly reopen under the state's recently released guidance. These guidelines do not require parks to prohibit screaming. See? This is why it's so important to read the actual article. Now, when it comes to fact-checking, you're also going to want to head for primary sources. So let's read the responsible reopening plan for ourselves, which was linked in the article. Taking a look at the plan, at the very bottom underneath the blueprint plan, it says limit activities known to cause increased spread, and include screaming as one of them, alongside heavy breathing and singing. But the plan doesn't say that parks should ban screaming altogether. It just says that parks should try to mitigate the effects of screaming by requiring face coverings or making modifications to the seat loading plans. So no, California theme parks aren't banning screaming. Instead, they're trying to find ways to lessen the effects of screaming. But as I mentioned, this claim was shared widely across social media, and it gained the most traction on Facebook. Take a look at this meme, which was shared on the platform more than 90,000 times. But if you came across this meme now, you'd see a warning label like this. Basically, when you come across a warning like this, it means that the post has been fact-checked by third-party independent fact-checkers. As you can see, this feature tells you that this meme includes false information. And if you click on the See Why button, Facebook will provide links to fact checks from organizations that have debunked this claim so you can learn more. Let's take a closer look at this fact check from USA Today. According to the article, again, the confusion stemmed from those CAPA guidelines, but the plan does not actually advocate for banning screaming on rides. And PolitiFact reported the same thing. They even included a tweet from CAPA from March 18th that stated, "At no point has CAPA recommended limiting or prohibiting yelling or screaming on amusement park rides as a way to mitigate transmission from COVID-19. So let's recap. While California theme parks are beginning to take precautionary measures against the spread of COVID-19, such as mandatory masking or alternative seating patterns, screaming and shouting will still be allowed on rides. And lastly, these social media warning labels are your friend, so use them. These labels are put specifically in place to target misinformation, so don't be afraid to utilize those fact checks to make sure you're getting the most accurate information. As for this no screaming on rides claim, we're gonna have to rate this one not legit. If you're interested in more fact checks and media literacy tips like this one, be sure to like and subscribe. Plus, follow us across social media at MediaWise. See you next time.
Don't compromise.